Good day, everybody. You are watching Jay Chevs on this day, Wednesday, January the 20th, on this week's edition of The 5 Awesome Realists. Oh yeah. So, this week we will be discussing computer animation versus classic ink, the great debate in movie history. Now, all of you youngsters may remember these movies, but you may not quite remember when they came out. Who remembers the Disney classics such as Pocahontas, The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, and The Lion King? I mean, classic, wonderful Disney animated cartoon drawings kind of thingies. They weren't done with no computer generated stuff. They were millions of drawings, one after another, put onto a screen for our enjoyment. Now people can do all these crazy things with CGI, and you can see it coming out in movies such as Shrek, The Incredibles, Ice Age, and Up. Now, to compare classic movies versus computer-generated ink, I had to do a little bit of research to see just what kind of went behind the, classic Disney movie. And the movie that I chose was Snow White. Snow White, which was first released in 1937, it was only 83 minutes long, cost $1.5 million to make, it took 750 artists to draw, and over 2 million pictures. And it raised $8 million. When Snow White was re-released throughout the years, that brings the total up to $184 million. Oh yeah, and to draw all those 2 million drawings, it took over 3 years to make. Now, can you imagine a movie that took 2 million different pages to draw? I mean, that's pretty ghetto. But you know what? It was one of the greatest movies of all time. And the reason that it is because it's the classic Disney movies. If you think about, if you were asked people to name a bunch of movies that were to come out like in the recent years, people would think of things like Ocean's 11 and Shrek, and they'd have to stop and think about it because there's been so many movies. But if you ask them to name a bunch of classic Disney movies, they'll be able to list them off to you faster than Sarah Palin's career. And I mean, let's face the facts. Computer animation does make a movie, but I still miss the classic Disney movies. There's just something you can't get from classic drawings compared to CGI technology. But I mean, with the advancement in technology, look at now, we have 3D movies and such. I mean, hello, 3D friggin' rocks. And you know what other movie is 3D? That's right, people, I'm gonna go there. Avatar. With an estimated budget of $208 million, it is being known as one of the most expensive movies to make. Now, the $280 million that it only seemed to make, compared to the $1.6 billion that it has grossed, it is number 2 at the highest grossing movie of all time. And number 1 is Titanic, and number 2 is Avatar. And if Avatar makes $200 million more dollars, then it will become the number 1 highest grossed movie. Now, I got these stats like 2 days ago, so you have to be careful because those numbers could have gone up. And I mean, I went and saw Avatar twice, and I've definitely seen Snow White more than twice. And all I have to say about Avatar is it was a really good movie. So in CGI's defense, does it make a movie better? Not necessarily, because then you look at the highest grossing movie like Titanic, and I don't have any statistics on that. I don't know how much money it took to do and how long it took to produce and yada yada yada. But I mean, that's the number 1 movie of all time, and that was done with very little CGI. And you may be asking yourself, but Jake, what is CGI? You keep saying it and we don't even know what it is. That's a very good question, my dear students. CGI is computer generated imagery. It's where they can take human forms, put it into a computer, and manipulate them to do things that the human body normally couldn't do. So if I had to choose a side, I don't think I could, because there were so many great Disney movies made without computers. And there are so many good movies that are coming out with CGI and stuff. So it's pretty much a toss-up with me. I mean, if it makes the movie better, I mean, hell, why not go with it? But yeah, that's all I have to say. Alright guys, I'll see you next week. Bye!